All right. Test 2, go. Woosah. Hey guys, this is Cheyenne with Nobu Tech. Today we're going to be reviewing the Arlo Ultra 2s. We paired them with the Weiserstein solar panels, and we're planning on using these on the docks to see, when pallets come in, once UPS and FedEx have deliveries. This way we can keep in touch with the courier servers and make sure that we get all our packages and we're able to communicate. The main thing that we preferred about the Arlo is that it has its own local storage, so that way you can just use an SD card. Doesn't have to go to the cloud. You do have to use internet connection to have access to these cameras from anywhere. But once you have it set up, you'll be able to access these cameras from your phone remotely. You'll be able to do whatever you need. You can communicate to people from outside. You can keep an eye on the neighbor's dogs, whatever you want to use this for. Well, now we're going to show you how to set everything up, and we'll start with all the different accessories that come with it. You want to just pop it. You should hear a nice little pop, and then pull it out. And you want to make sure when you put the battery in, you have the logo facing up, and then it should slide right into place. Then you put the housing right back on, and you'll hear it click. The nice thing about this camera system is it's really quick and easy with the magnetic mount. So this allows you to change out the battery really quick. The second one is not the magnetic quick release. It gives you different angles, which is nice, but I think everyone would agree that we'd probably prefer two of the magnetic ones. That way you can just take it off. It is nice to have this because it's a little bit more secure. These cameras are pretty easy just to take off and walk away with, but hopefully you put it in a place that's high enough and out of range. So this is the first one, it's set up, and the second one you're just gonna loosen it so you get different angles. I'm probably gonna have it straight out since the threading on the back is directly in the back, and then you just wanna put it right in. And then you tighten it. So now your two cameras are ready to mount. For the base station, it comes with its own power adapter and its Ethernet cable, which is really nice. So you just set those two up and voila. Setting up the solar panels are equally as easy. They just have a mounting port on the back. You want to make sure the notch is facing up, and then you slide it right in and push it all the way so that you hear it click. And now your solar panel will be ready to connect to your Arlo camera, just like its own adapter. For local storage, you're going to want to have a micro SD card. I recommend the biggest. These have become really cheap, so you could probably find a 128 to 256 gig. You want to make sure your SD card is facing away from you if the logo is out. And then you're just going to insert it right in, and voila. So now your SD card is in place. So you have your local storage set up. Updating the firmware on each of these devices while we're setting them up, although this may take 5 minutes to update firmware. So it is flashing while it's updating its firmware. That's a good indicator. So yeah, once you are in a pitch black room, I think this light is pretty powerful and can see a decent amount. It definitely throws enough light so that you'll be able to see someone at night and scare off your porch pirates. All right, let's take this camera outside. Don't forget to use your safety goggles. Mortar does have a lot of dust that comes down at you. All right, let's do this. There we go. We are experiencing technical difficulty. It definitely has like a 10-second delay, unless you go live and communicate. That's the only time I didn't see a delay, is when you have this speech on. Otherwise, it looks great. High quality camera. Nice. So everything works on it. As you can see, the solar panels are charging them. We are good to go. All right, so in conclusion, after setting up the Arlo Ultra 2, we discovered that it is overall a pretty good camera. It does most of the things it says. The range is a little bit short if you're putting it on the outside of a cinder block. We got about 50 feet of range. Once we got to 60 feet, it started to go down to 1 bar of signal. Overall though, the picture quality is fantastic. The one complaint that I really have, that's a big one, and I hope that they can fix it through firmware, is that there is about a 10 to 15 second delay. The only way we saw to get around this delay was to go with live chat. Once you set up the live chat, it's almost completely live. Otherwise, if you're just logging in, doesn't matter if you're on the same network, if you're on your cellular network, it all has about a 10-second delay. But if you're just using the camera like we are to check for trucks and trailers backing up to the loading docks, it's not really that big of an issue, because once it's activated, it will immediately let us know. The other thing I want to mention is the Weiserstein solar panel. Even though it doesn't say it's for the Ultra 2, it just says it's for the original Ultra. It does work very well. It's plug and play and just immediately magnetically attaches to the bottom of the Ultra. So overall, it's a great camera system. Under 550 bucks, I think you can get a pretty good deal for what you get. It does have local storage, so you will need to use an SD card if you don't want to pay for the cloud services. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and check it out for yourself.